Sharon Silva's here. Hello, Sharon.
Hello, Julie.
You've caused some alarms to go off.
Oh, no.
I want to know what's happening over there. What did you bring into the station?
Oh, God. I don't know. I think just a water, some vinyl. Maybe I forgot to take a tag off of something I bought at Target. I
know, right? Okay, Sharon Silva is a friend of the station. She played our very first local Spotlight Live, which was really, really fun. Thank you for doing that. And you are now, in a week from today, you're going to be playing our very first Women Crush Wednesday Live. And I just want to thank you. I want to thank the ladies for stepping up, and thank you for supporting public radio.
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
So tell me so Sharon Silva, you were in the Wild Reeds.
Yes.
Now you've got your solo work. You just came out with a brand new record called Underachiever. Tell me the timeline of, the Wild Reeds, did you guys break up? Are you on a pause?
We go indefinite hiatus throughout. We put in about 10 years of it, and right before, the pandemic, it just kind of felt like time for some air. Yeah. And then the pandemic happened. We were like, I guess we can't do that tour, And we had each already previously been writing all of our songs solo, but then would always come together and arrange and make finishing touches. So it was pretty natural for all of us to keep writing. But timeline-wise, I think I started making this record right before the pandemic, and then things got put on hold. I was writing it as I was recording it, so it took about 4 years to do it, and then took a little while longer to put it out. So a lot of different people were cooking on it, and I'm just so happy it's finally into people's ears now.
Oh, Christian Lee Hudson is on your record. He plays a lot of different instruments. He come by the station. We love him so much.
Yeah, he's fantastic. We're very close. We were married for about 5 years.
I don't know that I knew that. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Wow.
I know. It's okay. We're close enough now. I can let you know. Yeah, he was a huge part of the record. I think he
married somebody else now. What's happening with that?
I'm not so sure, but that is okay. I wish him the very, very best, and he makes wonderful music.
Yeah, he sounds great on the record. I love the title Underachiever. Can you tell me, it kind of resonates with me, sort of like a little tongue-in-cheek maybe, a little self-deprecating. You put out your first solo record and you call it Underachiever. Please explain.
Yes. Let me just start by saying it's incredibly hard to release a record that you title Underachiever. It seemed to work against me a little bit. But the title came to me before I had even finished writing it all. I wrote a lot about my mom who had passed in the wake of writing it. And it was definitely like a self-esteem test for myself to see if I could really do this by myself. And it felt like I've always needed kind of a push or, outside motivation, something like that. So that was sort of the feat in itself, is to kind of get over that thought that that's who I was.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I love, I'm so sorry to hear about your mom passing. I did note, though, on your album, I love the dedication. You said this album is dedicated to my mother, whose humor, enthusiasm, and compassion shaped me into who I am. So it's great to know, like, your mom is on this record through you. That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Why don't you tell us about the song you're about to perform?
Yeah, so I'm going to perform the last song that made it onto the record, and my last single off the record is called Hold It Down. And it almost didn't make the record, and it just felt like this song was sort of opening a door to whatever's next. I was kind of in between, music things. I was working a couple jobs, just kind of waiting for the thing to happen, and was kind of tired of getting in my way. And so the song came out in kind of a low moment, and instead of focusing on all the things I had lost and people I had lost, I decided to put into a song all the things I really wanted to try and change my mood and, headspace.
All right, well, let's hear the song. It is Sharon Silva live on 88.5, the SoCal Sound.
Take me at face value when I tell you that I'm busy. there's nothing to read into. I'm just on the brink of something bigger than the life I'm in. I've waited and patience is thin, so I've gotta hold it down. But I wanna know right now, I've gotta hold it down. But I wanna know right now, now. Has there ever been a way to stare out into the future? 'Cause I've forever had this feeling I was meant for something different, different than the life I'm in. I'm braver than I've ever been, so I've gotta hold it down, 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 down. But I wanna know right now, 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 now. I've gotta hold it down, 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 down. But I wanna know right now, 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 now. I wanna make money, wanna leave the country. I wanna stay healthy and no longer feel guilty. Find joy that's overwhelming. I want motivation and love that I can change with. I want someone helpful, regularly let go of what's outside my body. Celebrate my victories, solve my many mysteries, sing beautiful writing, learn to trust the timing. Want me and my friends to make it. My sister sent me unplanned flowers. She's gonna say it's all God's timing. I'm not without a higher power, but I think I might be missing something. I've gotta hold it down, 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 down. But I wanna know right now, 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 now. I've gotta hold it down, 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 down. But I wanna know right now, 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 now.
Beautiful. That was so great. Sharon Silva live on the radio. I love that. Hold It Down, Sharon Silva. It's her debut record, formerly from the, well, sort of formally, paused from the Wild Reeds, but the album is Underachiever. I love it that, I have to say, I love your recordings, but seeing you live, this is the second time I'm seeing you, you just have so much like a passion and a raw energy. So it's really a treat to see you perform live, just so you know.
Thank you so much. That means so much.
Sharon Silva will be performing a week from tonight, Women Crush Wednesday Live, our very first one at Hotel Café. It is a benefit show for this radio station. You can grab your tickets through the SoCalSound.org and also through HotelCafe.com, because this is going to be one of the final shows of Hotel Café, them closing down and reopening, which may not happen, I think, until maybe next year. Have you played Hotel Café before? I feel like if you you live in LA,
yes.
right?
Oh,
I feel like
yes.
you've had to have played there. I've played there a couple times. It's such a great venue.
Yeah, fantastic. Always sounds amazing. It was one of the first like legitimate venues the Wild Reeds and I ever played.
That's really fun. That's great. Okay, so tell us what is coming up. You have a new song coming out in late spring.
I do. It's called Dead Last, and it's going to be kind of the first thing that formed after this record, and going to get back into the studio soon. So
you just put this one out, and you're like, I'm going to work on another record.
it is time. You wouldn't believe, Julie. I mean, I sat on that record for a while. I wrote a whole new one before it even came out. So I'm ready to get back in the studio because you know how long the lead time takes.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm so ready to go into that mode. I'm going to be doing some more touring through the rest of the year, and nothing is announced yet. But and then I'll be playing a local show in May at El Cid with Small Paul.
And you played a full band at that show,
Full
right?
band show, yes.
All right. Of course. The main gig is next Wednesday, which is our Women Crush Wednesday Live. We are so psyched to have you on board. Thank you also for supporting public radio. It really means the world to us, and it's so great to celebrate all of these amazing female artists during this month, Women's History Month. And thank you for all you do and all that you give us as well.
Absolutely.
Do you want to tell us? I'm going to play another song of yours off the record. Do you
Yes.
want to tell us a little bit about Spitting Image?
Yes, this is the first song that I wrote for the record. I wrote it in kind of the wake of my mother's passing. And just, reflecting on that, it's kind of just the song that started it all. It still gives me a very tranquil, peaceful feeling after playing it for years. And I just kind of wrote it for her and just sort of about the confusion that takes place when you're sort of in a deep state of grief.
All right, let's give it a listen. It's Sharon Silva. The song is Spitting Image, the new record Underachiever. Sharon will be playing our Women Crush Wednesday Live next Wednesday at Hotel Café. Thank you so much, Sharon, for popping by.
Of course. Thank you, Julie.
I love that we get to share moments like this with you. If you're into discovering artists up close like this, hit subscribe. That way you won't miss the next one. And trust me, you're going to want to watch what's coming up next.